For the next part of the classwork, you're asked to also prove quadrilaterals. And for this one, number 4 in your classwork, you're asked to prove that ABCD is actually a trapezoid. And we don't know whether it is or not. So what we have to do first is look at our notes and look at what we have to do to prove whether something is a trapezoid. It says that we have to show that only one pair of sides is parallel, so that the other side is not. So for this one, we're only using the slope formula. It tells you what formula that you're going to be using on your notes. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's find the slope of each one of these lines. So the first one that we're going to have is AB. Okay. So I'll set up my slope a little bit easier this time. I'll do it like how I did in the other notes. So let me underline my y's. That's what I'm starting with. And I'll start with this coordinate. So I'll put my y up top, put my x in the bottom. And I'll do the same thing here. My y up top, x in the bottom. So that gives me -6 over -12. When you simplify that, the negatives cancel out and you're left with 1/2. Now let's move on to BC. And again, we're finding slopes because in our notes we have to show that the lines are parallel. Okay? So I'll do the same thing here. I'll underline the y's and I'll start with B. So I'll put the y up top, x in the bottom, and then do the same thing here. 8 up top, 6 down bottom. So you end up getting -4 over +7. Can't simplify that. Now let's look at CD. Underline the y's. Okay. So I'll start with this one. Y up top, x down bottom, y up top, x down bottom. You see I have a double negative, so I change that into a plus. So that gives me 4 over 8, which is 1/2. Okay, so I see that one pair of lines is parallel. AB is parallel to CD. A symbol that we use to represent parallel is 2 lines like this. Okay, so we know that AB is parallel to CD. Now, we can't stop there because we have to make sure that the last one, which is DA, is not parallel to this one, because then that would make it a parallelogram. Okay, we have to make sure that we're specific. So now we're doing DA. And I'll start with D. My Y value is 4. I'll put the X in the bottom. Subtraction signs. And I'll do the same thing here. Y up top, X down bottom. I see I have a double negative again. Change it into a plus. So that gives me 6 over -3. Which simplifies to -2. Okay? So these two are not parallel. These two are. So A, B, C, D is a trapezoid because, that's my shorthand for because AB is parallel to CD and DA is not parallel to BC. Okay, so you have to show that 2 are parallel and 2 aren't. For the other kinds, the rhombus, That one is very easy because all you have to prove is that all the lengths of the sides are the same. So when you're proving quadrilaterals, you want to find the lengths of the sides as well as their slopes. But make sure that you're just following the guidelines in your table. That'll tell you exactly what you need to do in order to prove it. All right, so good luck.